if you guys, kind of been following me, following this channel for a while, um, a few guys, a few of you guys should know that, I've been battling depression, for quite some time now. Um, I think it all, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it all came about.
What it do, what it do, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Half, man, and I'm back once again with another video. Let's get it, man. Hey, so man, look, happy Thursday to everybody out there. Hope everybody enjoying their day today. It's a beautiful day. We got rid of the rain, no more rain. I do want some more rain to come on in, but I think that's supposed to be later on during this week or whatever. But however, how you guys doing, man? Like seriously, like how are you guys really doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Me, myself, I'm good for the most part, but at the same time, I'm not. You know what I mean? If you guys, kind of been following me, following this channel for a while, a few of you guys should know that, I've been battling depression, for quite some time now. I think it all, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it all came about, I want to say about 2 years ago. I had a health scare, which I have talked about before. I know some of you guys may be new to the channel or whatnot and probably don't really know what have an idea about what I'm talking about. So to sum it all up, long story short, 2 years ago I got diagnosed with pancreatitis. And it was due from, me in my earlier years doing a lot of drinking. And my levels kept fluctuating and going up and down to a point to where I was literally getting, driven to the hospital by the ambulance because I was literally on the floor throwing up consistently, and it was scary. It was scary. And base it off of, I've been hearing a lot of people, talking about pancreatic cancer, things like that, pancreas cancer, whatever. It scared me. It really did, and again, because cancer, is in my family. My mother had breast cancer twice. My auntie, so she passed away from stomach cancer. So those things start playing in your mind, when you're going through things like that. So I think that's where my depression came from, now that I'm really sitting down thinking about that. Because before then, I was straight. I was cool. But once I got that diagnosis, I'm like, damn. You start thinking like, you don't want to think negative, but it's like, it's reality at the same time, So I just wanted to get on here and another thing is, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I was telling him, I opened up. I was letting him know, hey man, I'm going through this depression, bro. Because he was asking me like why I don't never come around, or, they be having little functions and things like that going on, and they always invite me, but I don't never show up. So he just asked me like, why you never show up, man? Like, what I'm saying? It's hard to get you out the house now. So I opened up to him for a little bit. I said, listen, bro, I'm going through a depression right now. Like, I'm going through depression. It's been like that way for the last 2 years. And he was saying, basically, you having a mental health issue. And I said, I don't think mental health and depression is the same thing, So we damn near had a little argument about that. So what I did was I Googled it, because I wasn't 100% sure myself, but I thought I might have been for sure, but like I said, I wasn't for sure. So what I Googled was, is depression the same as mental health? Okay. And what it says is no. depression is not the same as mental health. Depression is a specific mental health condition, while mental health is a broad term that includes the overall well-being of a person's emotional, psychological, and social health. Think of mental health as the entire category, and depression is one specific diagnosis within the category. Like how a heart condition is one specific health issue within the broad field of heart health. So, based off of what that answer is, mental health is more of a wider span of depression, I guess you can say. You know? So then I go down a little further and it kind of gives you a breakdown, right? So mental health, it says what it is. Mental health refers to your overall psychological and emotional well-being. So the overall part of everything, you know, your well-being, your day-to-day tasks, you know, your stress levels, you know, your productivity, et cetera, right? It said it involves your ability to cope with stress, relate to others, make choices, and function in daily life. Okay, that's what your mental health is. It says what it includes is a broad category that includes emotional, psychological, and social well-being, and can be impacted by many different factors. So then I go down to depression, right? It says what it is. Depression is a specific, treatable medical illness that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a loss of interest in activities. That's how I be feeling. I be feeling like, you know, I don't want to be doing nothing. I be feeling sad at times, but I don't know why. You know, I sit inside the house all day. I be having all the blinds closed. I'm like in like darkness, no light coming in. I don't even open the window sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like I have completely checked out from society completely, right? So then I look at the examples of the condition. It says it is a specific type of mental health condition. The World Health Organization lists depressive and anxiety disorders as the most common mental disorder. So I guess that's the most common thing that people always have is depression. And, you know, they say that you're supposed to talk to people who has either went through it or is going through it. That way you can relate to them, they can relate to you, and maybe you guys can kind of give each other, you know, pointers on, you know, what they do on a day-to-day basis to kind of keep them from that darkness, try to keep them from that sadness, you know, trying to get them to be more productive, you know, in their community, at work, at home with the kids, with the family, with the girlfriend, with the boyfriend, or whatever the case may be, you know. And for me, it's been, like I said, it's been an ongoing battle for me for about 2 years now. And it seems like it's getting worse and worse each day. You know what I mean? And again, I think it all stemmed from when I got the diagnosis of my pancreas issue, you know, because I know what was going to happen. I mean, my doctor told me my levels is 3-4 times. I know you guys probably remember the video, but my levels was 3-4 times higher than normal. Then at one particular time, they went down to normal, and then they went back up again. And, you know, it makes you wonder, like, what am I doing wrong that's making my levels go up and down like that, you know? So that's the only thing I can think of right now. So that's what kind of like put me in this little depression mode, you know what I'm saying? And here I am today, not wanting to do nothing, like absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I used to be the type of person that wanted to get out the house, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, like, you know, let's go here, let's go there. I'm talking about all the energy in the world to where I used to go to the gym every day. I used to go to the gym 5 days a week, by the way, but I stopped doing that because I've been feeling depressed a lot, right? So, but when I was going, I had a lot of people ask me like, damn, bro, you been here for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week? Like, you ain't taking no pre-workout or nothing? I ain't taking nothing, bro. This is just all just energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy now that it's a total opposite. Like, literally the total opposite. Like, I don't want to even go to the gym a lot no more. There's no motivation there. Like, I be wanting to get on here to record for you guys, give you guys some good energy, some good vibes, you know what I mean, some good conversations, some good videos. But then I would get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, jump in the shower, you know what I'm saying? I'd be ready at that little point in time. But then as time keeps going on and I'm getting ready to set up, it's like this weight just comes down on me, like boom, like all on my shoulders, on my back, to where I get out the mood. I don't feel motivated no more. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to just sit down and lay down and just watch TV, knowing that I can't afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally my job. This is what pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? And also, to see the channel not doing as good as it was doing, that adds on to my depression. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that plays a part in the way I'm feeling with my depression. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm thinking about doing, you guys let me know in the comment section. Please let me know in the comment section. I'm thinking about going live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And talking to a few of you guys who may be going through the same thing I'm going through, or may have went through what I'm going through and gotten over it, and maybe you guys can help me with mine. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, because we can actually have like a kind of like a one-on-one conversation. You know what I'm saying? As I'm reading the comments, we can talk about, whatever the case may be, which on this video right here, I'm talking to you guys. You guys can reply back to the comments, and I can reply that way. But I think going live and actually talking to you guys might be a little bit better. So again, just let me know, please, in the comment section if you guys think I should go live tomorrow and we can get, talk about this mental health and depression thing. I know a lot of people are going through mental health. A lot of people are going through depression. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are, somebody out there who might be going through the same thing I'm going through, leave a comment. Please leave a comment and tell me what you're going through. Let's have a conversation. That way I can probably pick some of you guys' comments and, maybe talk about that on the live if we go live tomorrow. So, that's why I wanted to get over here and kind of talk about with you guys. Because again, I was confused. I don't know if I was going through a mental health issue or if I was going through depression, but based off of the definition and the diagnosis of each one of them, I feel like I'm leaning more towards depression. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't want to do nothing. It's bad, bro. It's really, really bad. And it's affecting a lot of people around me. You know what I'm saying? Affecting my kids. I don't want to do nothing with my kids. My mom, her birthday was just yesterday. Shout out to my mom. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it was the day before. My bad. Today's the 20th, so it was the day before. It was the 18th. The 18th. But I didn't want to do nothing. Like I had to literally force myself to do something. I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. Right? Normally I'd be around with family or friends or, Jay and myself, we'd be here cooking or whatever the case may be. And I was thinking in my head like, damn, I'm not even going to be around nobody for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just things like that starts playing in my head, and it makes me feel like I'm lonely. I'm by myself type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I know I have friends and family out there, but again, going through this depression, it keeps me isolated from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, have I been invited to a Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah, I have. But am I going to go? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How I'm feeling right now, I would say, yeah, I want to go. But as the days get closer, again, that depression start kicking in. So I don't know, man. But anyway, I ain't going to be on here running my mouth. I know you guys don't really want to probably hear about all that, but some of you guys probably do, because like I said, you guys are probably going through the same thing I'm going through. And it took me a while to come actually do this video, because I felt like I was going to be embarrassed telling you guys that I'm going through depression. But, I got to overcome that too. I got to stop feeling embarrassed by, telling you guys, you know, about me, you know, about what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. I know because sometimes what you see is not always what you get, you know. So with that being said, man, again, please leave the comments down below. Let me know if you guys think we should go live on Friday to talk about mental health and depression. You know, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So sorry for taking up you guys' time. I love you guys, man. Make sure you guys always keep God first. And that right there is real talk with your boy Have. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.